back to my channel. It is your girl Dutchie, and in today's video I'm talking mental illness with a special guest.
Hello, my name is Pug and I'm with Dutchie today.
And what sort of videos do you make on your channel?
Shit videos.
Yep, nice.
Oh.
Does like a bit of everything, he does whatever he wants, and they're funny. So if you're into that sort of thing, then definitely check out his channel. I'll put the link in the description box. Let's get into today's topic of conversation, which is mental illness.
We're gonna start off by asking Dutchie if she herself has a mental illness.
No, I do not have a mental illness. However, if I did, I feel like it would be a lot easier for me to talk about it than for you to talk about it, being a male.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
So that is like a major thing we'll be talking about today. Like, it is, the stigma around men having like a mental illness is crazy. Like, people just don't think it happens, and actually in fact the suicide rate for males is much higher than women. So that's something that needs to change, I think.
I think so.
Do you feel like if you had a mental illness you could go to someone and you could talk to someone about it, or not?
Personally, I reckon I could.
Okay.
But I know.
You're the minority.
Yeah, I'm the minority.
Yeah,
I reckon
nice.
other people definitely not.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
so I did a little bit of research before doing this video and came across a really common misconception in regards to mental health, and that was a lot of people don't think that mental health is on a spectrum, which it totally is. Like, you could have someone who is mentally unwell, but they are still able to sort of function and go to work and act fine when they're not on the inside. But then you have people who are literally holed up in bed all day, can't get out, don't want to do anything, just don't want to because they are so depressed. But the other person, just because they get up and they go to work and they still function, like, that's not to say that they're not depressed, but there's definitely different levels of it. And I think that's really important to sort of consider.
You've actually chosen a really good topic for today. I had a friend in high school who killed herself in year 7. Very, very hard time, still kind of gets to me today.
Yeah.
I really let it. I remember spending that year 7 period to about year 9, just, as you said, holed up in bed, just wondering how I could have helped and everything. I wanted to go on a path of like being a counsellor for a while, but then I was like, kind of sounding bad here, but I didn't want to deal with other people's problems.
Yeah, totally. It's not for everyone. It's really hard. It would be a really hard profession as well, I think.
Oh, you've got to take that type of work home with you as well, and you've got to sleep with that on your mind.
It's not something that you can just like leave at the office and then go home. Like, it's other people's lives you're dealing with. So that would be really tough. So you've obviously had that side of the spectrum. Thank you for sharing that, because that's quite deep. I sort of experienced the other side of the spectrum. So when I was a lot younger, I don't know, I just went through a stage where I wouldn't say I was like depressed and stuff, but I don't know, I went through a time where I just didn't, it wasn't that I didn't want to get out of bed, but I literally just wasn't really happy, and I felt myself faking it like a lot of the time. And so my parents got a bit worried about me and they took me to a psychologist. And I honestly only ever went once, and then after that I just thought, Megan, what the heck are you doing? Like, you are fine. Like, I had one session and then realized, like, what the heck, and I sort of just snapped out of it. So I was on the other side of the spectrum where I was still functioning, getting up and doing things, but I wasn't in like a healthy sort of mindset, and I don't know, I did overcome it. And that's another thing, like, there is a huge myth that people, once you have a mental illness, you're stuck with it for your entire life, which obviously isn't true. Like, you are the face of overcoming that. Like, you can sort of overcome anything, and I know some things are a lot harder to overcome than others, but honestly, like, with the right people around you and seeking proper help, you can do this, you can get through it.
Do you reckon you can be born with a mental health issue, or do you reckon it develops a little bit early in life?
Obviously, some people are born with personality disorders, such as like schizophrenia and ADHD and all those sorts of disorders, but I feel like a mental disorder such as like depression or anxiety, I'm pretty sure anxiety develops
that's definitely
through situations.
one that develops.
So there are some that you are born with and some that you definitely are not born with.
Do you have anyone that has, say, a mental disorder in your family or like friend groups?
In high school, going through. Someone I knew who was quite close to me suffered from a mental illness, and it was really hard to see that person struggle through that. But I've been basically put in the position of trying to make this person feel better when they didn't want to seek professional help, so they sort of came to me for a long time, which is fine, but it did sort of take a toll on me as well. But I learned how to deal with that in my own way. It was difficult, but
you obviously helped the person.
Yeah, and
did you feel a bit better about yourself?
Oh, 100%.
For doing that?
Yeah, and ever since doing that, it's like part of the reason that I'm studying psychology, because I love helping people.
So it kind of set you on a path.
Yeah, there's nothing I like doing more than helping others out. It doesn't even have to be like that serious, but just like day-to-day life.
Little problem, I guess.
Yeah, just love helping people.
Are you still friends?
Yeah, very close still. I have a couple of people in my life too who do suffer from varying degrees of anxiety as well. Someone in my family suffered from really bad anxiety at one point in her life, not anymore. Have you ever had an anxiety attack?
Yeah.
So what's it like?
Not fun. Holy
I've
shit.
heard that.
That is not a fun time.
Yeah.
Ever had like a bad dream?
So yeah.
It's basically a bad dream while you're awake.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, not just a bad dream, but like a bad dream.
Yeah, okay, like a nightmare.
a nightmare.
A nightmare in real life. And so was yours to the degree that like you couldn't breathe and stuff? Or was it
full on.
Okay,
it's
wow.
essentially like a panic attack.
Wow.
It's not fun. And it's just it's like
yeah. See, I can't imagine. I don't know if I can class this as anxiety, but my anxiety is literally when I go to like Westfield and there's too many people around.
My anxiety was when you knocked on the door. My anxiety was, oh shit, we're actually doing this video.
Yeah, see, I don't have that. I can just do it on, and I don't have any anxiety surrounding that. But if I go to like a supermarket, Westfield, and there's so many people around, it's not so much anxiety, but I'm just go home. No, I just hate when there's heaps of people around. It just makes me mad.
Are you a bit like claustrophobic?
No, I'm not claustrophobic either. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, go home, and just I think a lot of people are like that. I don't think it's like an anxiety sort of thing, or it might be a little bit of anxiety, but I'm not quite sure. Right, so as we've mentioned previously, like depression in males is seriously not spoken about. And if there are more males committing suicide than females, like it's obviously a huge matter that we really need to sort of start talking about more, and like make it okay for men to approach others to tell them that they're not okay.
Talk to anyone about it.
Talk to anyone. It doesn't even have, you don't have to seek professional help, but just like make it okay for men to talk, because we're all human. Like
they need to talk.
They need to talk. Like they need to seek help. Yeah, in saying that, there are some different organisations helping out, which has been great.
You've got like the classical, like Beyond Blue and all those places. The places people wouldn't normally want to go to, but they're obviously there to help.
Yeah, last year and this year, I think Grilled participated in a campaign which was raising awareness for men's mental health, and that was just you painted like one nail on one hand. I can't remember if it was left hand or right hand, but
left.
On your left hand. And yeah, that was raising awareness, and Grilled like participated in that, and you got I think you signed up and you could donate money towards it and things like that, and you got free meals and things out of that. So that really, like if that really would have got the ball rolling. Like if you just saw someone that you knew with one fingernail painted, you'd probably ask them why, and then they would tell you about it, and that's sort of how it spreads.
I think it was in an AFL match they had like their nail painted, and I was like, why has that guy got his nail painted blue? And then I was like, wait, why does the whole team have their nail painted blue? Well, it's good to see that people are starting to come out a bit more and start spreading,
saying it is okay,
and this is what we can talk about, and it's good to see the direction that it's all going in. You just kind of hope that those people that are seeing this take it in, and then kind of put it back out there.
Definitely.
Not just males that need to speak up.
Oh, totally.
Even like like females, they can cope with emotions pretty well. Males, not so much.
Younger children too.
Younger children, like the whole spectrum. Let's tie it back into the start. The whole spectrum kind of needs to realize, all right, there is stuff out there that we can go and do. let's go and do that.
Yeah.
And then see what happens.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching episode 2 of Topics of Taboo with my special guest today. Hope you guys got sort of some insight into talking mental illness and everything. If you're going through something, then definitely do seek help, whether it's Kids Helpline, Beyond Blue. I'll put a couple of numbers and websites down below if you are going through a struggle and you need to seek some help. It's important, guys. Your lives are important. So, alright, so if you want to see more of Alex, then comment down below, because we live so close to each other, so we can do so many more collabs. We're doing another video on his channel.
This is going to be such a content change.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So definitely head over to his channel now. I'll put the link to his video in the description box too.
Yeah, and thank you obviously for having me.
No worries.
On this
it was
humble
good.
Day.
Yeah, it was good. Go sub, make his day.
Just one subscriber will make my day.
Honestly, how good is it?
Yeah,
nice.
Feels pretty good.
Yep. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next vid on Friday. Bye.
Money.